Hi everybody, this is Avara from Scrappy Mania, and today I want to show you how you can convert any type of template that you have into a file that you can cut with Shortcuts a Lot. Shortcuts a Lot, as you can see here, is this. It's a program that cuts any kind of die cut with your Cricut. So instead of buying an expensive cartridge, if you have this program, you can convert images into a file that Shortcuts a Lot can see, and that file is sent to your Cricut, and your Cricut will cut it. So I want to show you how to do that. First of all, but before I do that, I want to show you these templates that I got from my friend Laura, and her channel is Luyaldo, which is LUYANDOL, and she sent me these wonderful templates. She has, if you visit her channel, she does have some videos in how she uses these templates to create albums, and I love the template, but I want to use it with my Shortcuts a Lot, so that way I don't have to constantly trace it and cut it and things like that. So what I did is, the first thing that I did before I cut it is I went ahead and scanned it and created a JPEG. A JPEG is just a picture image of that of the template. So I'm going to show you how to convert this one. So I scanned it, and this is my image. The next thing I needed to do is I need to turn it black and white. Shortcuts a Lot. If you convert image into black and white, and you put a high contrast between the white piece, the white and the black, this will be black, this will be white, Shortcuts a Lot will see it and can cut it. If I try to use this image with my program, it won't find it, it won't see it. So I need to convert this. The first thing I need to do is convert it into black and white. So I open up my Photoshop, and I'm going to do open, and I'm going to find my image. Oh, wait a second. Pictures. I'm going to find my image, which is this one, and I'm going to do open. Okay, so there's my image. Now I need to convert this to black and white. And the best way to do it is I'm going to go up here where it says image, or actually enhance. I'm going to go into where it says enhance, and I'm using Photoshop Elements 8. And then you're going to go into convert to black and white, and then you're going to look at the image here. This is what it's gonna be the final product. This is actually the picture right now. So then I start playing with the bars down here. So I start playing with the red and maybe bring that in a little darker. Then I'm going to play with the contrast and kind of slide it until I get a nice dark contrast. And notice now I really have a nice dark contrast compared to this one. And I can go ahead and maybe work a little bit with the white. Let's see. Actually, no. I can work with the blue and see how if you start sliding, you have red, green, blue, and contrast. You start sliding the little point here. The marking here, you just slide it back and forth until you get a nice contrast like you see here. Then I'm going to hit OK. So once I do that, my Shortcuts a Lot will be able to see it. So now I'm going to save this as, and then I'm going to put 1Cs. And make sure you save it as a JPEG. If you save it at anything other than JPEG, your Shortcuts a Lot will not see it. So I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Hit save. And then hit OK. Now I'm going to open my Shortcuts a Lot program, which is what you see here. And I'm going to click on this icon here that says Trace Image. And I'm going to browse. So I'm going to click Browse, and I'm going to look at my pictures. I'm going to browse my pictures and look for that onesie, which is right here. And I misspelled onesies, but that's okay. And you're going to hit OK. And then because it has a high contrast, it's going to recognize it when I hit OK. It's going to see it. Now, a lot of times what it does, it really imports it big because it's a very large image. So what you're going to do is you're going to move the image that you imported, and then you're going to use this arrow here, and you're going to make it smaller. And you're going to make it that it will fit your 12 by 12 or even your 6 by 12 mat. Maybe make it, actually, that looks good. If I want to make it a little smaller, I can. Okay, so that's what, so that will be my image. Now, if you notice, it's not really that sharp. If you look, let me see if I can show you. If I try to cut it out, and I do, and you can preview it. If you click on here, you can preview what's going to cut out, and see all these little red dots. It's also going to cut out those red dots, and I don't want that. So in order to avoid that, so let me go ahead and click here. What I need to do, I need to go in, and there's something up here that says Object. So you're going to click that. Actually, okay, make sure you highlighted the onesie. So like I highlighted here. Now I'm going to do Object, and you're going to go Break Apart. And when you do that, it breaks apart the solid onesie here, and then these are all those dots. So I'm going to delete all the extra little dots. Now I'm going to bring back my onesie, and now I'm going to preview it. And notice that I have a nice solid red line, so that's what's going to cut. Now I can cut a bunch of these with my program, and without having me to cut it by hand. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you to import. Now this is one that I had to convert it into black and white. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, and now I'm going to show you how to import another one, which is already black and white. So if I show you this picture, there's this one that's already black and white. So let me show you how to do that one. Okay, so I'm going to click again on the picture icon as you see here. Click and click Browse. Gonna look for that image, this one. Okay, and gonna hit Open. It found it. I'm gonna hit OK now. Okay, now it's traced. Now it's just large. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, and then I can put this here. Maybe make it a little bigger. delete this one. Notice I did, before I do that, let me go back. I did it too quick. So what I want to do is I want to break all the layers apart. I want to have these separate. So once I have it, I have size it to the size that I want, my slippers. I'm going to go ahead and click on object up here. I'm going to click on break apart. And then I start moving the pieces over. So I'm going to move this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete that image. And then I'm going to bring my slippers back. Okay. So now that's how you create a cut file with a black and white image. Now you want to save this. You can either save it as a project, or I prefer to export. If you select export, it will export it as the file extension will be SVG, which is what your Cricut understands. Any other file extension, your Cricut will not be able to cut it. You got to make sure that it is an SVG file. So you're going to save it as SVG and put a title. So I'm going to put this. These are slipper album. Hit OK or save. And there, it is saved. So I hope this was instructional. And I hope you learned some new ways to convert any of your die cuts into, scan your die cut, convert it into black and white with any kind of photo software, editing software that you have. Then import that into your Shortcuts a lot and just have it trace it and then save it as SVG once you have sized it and you have the image that you want. So thank you for watching. Bye.